A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of tensions on the Korean Peninsula, South Korea confirmed that its military fired warning shots at North Korean soldiers earlier this week after they briefly crossed the heavily fortified border. This incident has sparked accusations from Pyongyang, which labeled the South's actions as a deliberate provocation that could lead to uncontrollable tensions between the two nations. The event unfolded on Tuesday, August 19, 2025, when several North Korean soldiers were reported to have crossed into the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, a heavily mined strip that serves as a buffer between North and South Korea. In response to this incursion, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff stated that warning shots were fired to deter the North's troops, who subsequently retreated back across the border. The North Korean state media responded sharply, claiming that the South's military actions were a premeditated provocation aimed at escalating hostilities. Lieutenant General Ko Jong-chol of North Korea's military described the incident as a serious prelude to potential conflicts, warning that it could drive the situation in the border area to an uncontrollable phase. This latest confrontation is not an isolated event. It follows a trend of increasing military posturing between the two Koreas. The last significant border incident occurred in early April when South Korean forces also fired warning shots after a similar North Korean incursion. North Korea has been actively working to permanently seal its border with the South, a process that includes dismantling symbolic infrastructure that once connected the two nations. In October of the previous year, North Korea announced its intentions to completely shut off the southern border, indicating a shift towards a more isolationist stance. General Ko has warned that any interference with their efforts to seal the border would be viewed as a military provocation, with the North prepared to retaliate accordingly. The geopolitical landscape has shifted significantly since the election of South Korea's new president, Lee Jae-myung, who has expressed a desire for warmer relations with the North and has pledged to build military trust. However, despite these overtures, North Korea has shown little interest in improving relations, with Pyongyang's leadership clearly stating that they do not view Seoul as a viable diplomatic partner. In the backdrop of these tensions, South Korea and the United States commenced their annual joint military exercises, which North Korea perceives as rehearsals for invasion. President Lee has characterized these drills as defensive in nature, aiming to prepare for potential threats from the North. However, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has responded by calling for the rapid expansion of his country's nuclear arsenal, citing the ongoing military exercises as a potential catalyst for war. The rhetoric from both sides has intensified, with Kim's sister publicly dismissing the possibility of diplomatic engagement with Seoul and suggesting that President Lee lacks the capability to alter the course of history. As the situation continues to evolve, the international community watches closely, concerned that the escalation of military tensions could lead to a miscalculation with dire consequences. The DMZ remains a flashpoint, and the actions taken by both North and South Korea will be crucial in determining the trajectory of relations on the peninsula moving forward. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.